Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are all well and fresh. I am Sister Nirmala. I am going to teach you in science in 9th class. Before going to start the class, let us invoke the presence of God for getting wisdom and knowledge to understand what you learned today. Unit 1 is matter around us pure. Students, look around us. You can see large varieties of things in different shapes, size and textures. See, everything in the universe is made up of materials. That is matter. Already you have studied in 8th class about the matter. What is matter? Do you know? Can you say the answer? Matter means anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. So what is matter? Matter, anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. What are the examples you can say? Stone, chair, animals, plants, etc. See, this scale, is it matter? Yes. Why is this matter? Because it has mass and occupies space. Is it chalk is matter? Yes, chalk is matter, but it occupies space and it has mass. Are you matter? Yes, I am matter. I have mass and occupies space. So, earlier scientists, matter was classified into 5 basic elements. That is called Panchatattva. That is, you know already, air, earth, fire, sky and water. According to them, all the living things and non-living things made by these 5 basic elements. Modern scientists classify the matter into 2 groups. That is physical classification of matter, that is physical classification and chemical classification. So physical classification means it is done on the basis of physical properties. Example, color, size, shape, is hard or soft. It's depend on the external features. It's depend on the external features. You can see that this is chalk. Chalk, it has color. It has size, it has shape. So it depends upon the external features. Now we will go classification, chemical classification. Chemical classification means it is done on the basis of chemical properties. That is reactivity, ability to rust, solubility. So it depends upon the internal features. That is, example, I can say that H2O. 2 molecules of hydrogen react with 1 molecule of oxygen gives new substance, that is water. So reactivity. Now ability to rust, that we can see that when we expose the iron piece, it gets rusted. Why? Because iron react with the oxygen present in the atmosphere, its reaction takes place. So it forms iron oxide. Iron oxide is rust. Now, physical classification divided into 3, solid, liquid and gas. Chemical classification divided into element, compound, mixture. So, physical classification already you have studied in 8th class, physical properties of matter and characteristics of the solid, liquid and gas already you have studied. In this chapter, you will study about the chemical nature of matter, chemical properties of matter, this element, compound and mixture. So we can see then chemical nature of matter. Matter is made up of 1 or more components is called substance. Substance there are 2 types, that is pure substance and impure substance. So what is substance? Matter is made up of one or more components called substance. Substance are two types, pure substance and impure substance. Pure substance means the substance which is made up of only one kind of particles, that is called pure substance. See, example, this is sugar. You see its size, shape and color is almost the same. Okay, this is salt. See, its color, size and shape almost same. So this is pure substance, means it is made up of only one kind of particle, that is called pure substance. These are the example, sugar and salt. These are the example. Now we can see impure substance. Impure substance means the substance which contains two or more different kinds of particles. That is impure substance. Example, I can say garam masala you are using in the kitchen. We are using in the kitchen. Garam masala we are using in the kitchen. See, different kinds of things we can see. Different mixture of different things we can see. So garam masala, then another example we can see soil. Soil you can see different impurities are present in the soil. That is example of impure substance. So did you get it? So what is substance? Matter is made up of one or more components is called substance. Substance there are two types. There is pure substance, then impure substance. Pure substance means which is made up of only one kind of atoms. The impure substance which is made up of two or more particles is called impure substance. Then example I told you already, pure substance example, sugar and salt. Another impure substance, garam masala, then soil, air. These are the example we can use. Next you will study about matter, pure substance. Now you see pure substance divided into element and compound. Then mixture is divided into homogeneous and heterogeneous. So matter is divided into pure substance and impure substance. Impure substance are called mixture. Another name mixture. So matter is divided into pure substance and mixture. Then we will learn about pure substance. Pure substance is divided into element and compound. So you will see, first you will see element. See element. Element means, what is element? Element is a pure substance made up of only one kind of atoms. Example, hydrogen, oxygen, silver, gold, etc. So, example I will say I have little quantities of hydrogen gas in a container. So you see, in that container, this gas contains only one kind of atom, that is hydrogen. Here you see, here only hydrogen atoms are present. No oxygen atom, no nitrogen atom, only one kind of atoms, that is called elements. So element means is made up of only one kind of atoms, that is called element. Example, hydrogen, helium, nitrogen, sodium, so many examples. So already I told you only one kind of atoms. Then next we can see what is compound. Compound means a pure substance made up of two or more elements in a definite proportion. Definite proportion. Example, water, sugar, etc. This is a glass of water. Glass of water. You can see water, H2O, means H2O, chemical formula of water is H2O. H2O means two molecules of hydrogen, one molecule of oxygen present in the water. So, two molecules of hydrogen react with one molecule of oxygen, it gives one molecule of water. So, only we can see how many elements are present here? Two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. That's why it's made up of, this pure substance made up of two or more elements in a definite proportion. Definite proportion is two molecules of hydrogen, not three molecules. Here one molecule of oxygen, not two molecules, not three molecules. That is definite. It's important, definite proportion. A pure substance made up of two or more elements in a definite proportion. Example, water, sugar, etc. Got it? So again I will say element. Element is a pure substance. Is a pure substance. Pure substance already you have studied. What is pure substance? What is a pure substance? Already you have studied pure substance. We can divide it into pure substance to element and compound. That is, you are seeing element is a pure substance which is made up of only one kind of particles is called element. Example, hydrogen, oxygen, silver, gold, etc. Compound, we can see that a pure substance made up of two or more elements. Means two or more elements. Here you see glass of water. You can see that water H2O. H2O means how many elements are present? Two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. So two molecules of hydrogen, one molecule of oxygen. So that is compound. Next we will study about mixture. Mixture. What is mixture? A mixture contains more than one substance mixed in any proportion. Compound, you studied that definite proportion is made up of two or more substance in a definite proportion. Here we will see mixture in any proportion. Example, I will say air, salt solution, etc. You see, this is beaker, water already I put, then we can add sugar in it, okay, then dissolve it, then again we can add, we are adding, one more spoon we are adding, two more spoon we are adding, three more spoon we are adding. So here it is not mentioning how much we have to add, how much amount of sugar we have to add in the beaker, how much sugar we have to add in the any definite proportion. Now any proportion we can add it. It is not matter how much we are adding. According to our desire, we are adding the sugar. If we will make the tea, like that we are doing. So another example, air, so many gases are present in there. Oxygen, how many percentage? 21%. You know how many percentage present in the gases in the atmosphere. Next, mixture is divided into two types of mixture: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture means a homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition throughout solution. Example, petrol, salt solution, vinegar. So we can see that homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous, homo means same, geneous means composition, same composition. Heterogeneous means, hetero means different, geneous means composition, same composition, different composition. Through the example, I will make you understand about homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. See, this is the salt solution. This is salt solution. This is water and oil. In this beaker, water and oil. This homogeneous mixture. So, see, homogeneous mixture means I added some salt in it, I stir it, all salt is already dissolved in the water. Now, you can see the particles, salt particles, you cannot see the salt particle. You cannot see boundary, we can see no visible boundary. So, homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition throughout the solution. Okay, now I will take salt solution from the top and taste it, same taste will be there. Then I will take some solution from the middle, so same taste will be there. So have uniform composition throughout the solution. Wherever we are taking from, wherever you are taking, same taste will be there. So that is uniform composition throughout the solution. Constituents cannot be seen. You can see constituents means salt particles. Can you see? No, you cannot see the constituent particles. It has no visible boundary. Can you see the visible boundary? No, you cannot see the visible boundary. That is homogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture means homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition throughout the solution. Example, petrol, salt solution, vinegar. The constituents cannot be seen. We cannot see that particles already dissolved in it. It has no visible boundary. We cannot see the visible boundary. But heterogeneous mixture means does not have uniform composition. Oil is not dissolved in water. Oil is not dissolved in water. So we can separate it by the separating funnel. We can separate the oil with the help of the separating funnel. Also boundary, visible boundary you can see, Anna. Visible boundary you can see. Constituents particles we can see, Anna. Oil, because oil does not dissolve in the water. So this is heterogeneous mixture. So already did you get it? Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So repeat it. A homogeneous mixture means a homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition towards solution. Example, petrol, salt solution, vinegar. The constituents cannot be seen. It has no visible boundary. Heterogeneous mixture means a mixture that does not have a uniform composition can be seen. Visible boundaries. Example, sugar and sand, oil and water. Did you get it? Okay. Next we will study about difference between the compound and mixture. Then you see, compound, definite elements are present in a definite proportion. Already I said about these, definite elements are present in a definite proportion. In the case of carbon dioxide, what is the formula of carbon dioxide? CO2. Carbon react with two molecules of oxygen getting carbon dioxide, one molecule of carbon dioxide. C, one molecule of carbon, oxygen, two molecules of oxygen. That is definite element in definite proportion. Definite proportion, that is compound. But mixture, substance mix in any proportion. I told you I am adding sugar in the beaker, so how much we want we can add it, any proportion. Substance mix in any proportion. Second point, elements combine to form a compound. Compound, how is forming means hydrogen react with oxygen, it gives water. Carbon react with oxygen, carbon dioxide. So that is the example. Water how is forming? Hydrogen react with oxygen to form new substance, that is compound. The element combine to form a compound. Now chemical reaction does not take place during this formation. Here no chemical reaction takes place. Next point, constituents cannot be separated by physical method. So we cannot separate it. Compound we cannot separate by physical method. But constituents can be separated by physical method. But I told you already, oil you can separate by the separating funnel. Already I said you. Then a compound is always homogeneous mixture. Compound you studied about, a compound is a pure substance which is made by two or more elements. That is pure substance. So compound is always homogeneous in nature. A mixture has homogeneous and heterogeneous in nature. These are the difference between the compound and mixture we can see. So what is the difference between the compound and mixture? Compound, definite elements are present in a definite proportion. Mixture, substance mix in any proportion. Elements combine to form a compound. Chemical reaction does not take place during its formation. Constituents are not separated by physical method. Constituents can be separated by physical methods. A compound is always homogeneous in nature. A mixture may be homogeneous or heterogeneous in nature. These are the things we have learned. So what are the things we have learned today? First you studied matter, then classification of matter, pure substance, impure substance, pure substance, again divided into element, compound and mixture. Then you have learned about what is element, what is compound, what is mixture. Mixture is divided into two, a homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. Also we have seen the difference between the compound and mixture. Okay, thank you.